Good afternoon, Bobcats, and welcome to BBTV, your home for Buffett News. Today is Wednesday, May 10th, 2017. My name is Morgan, bringing you news that matters. As always, let's begin with the daily announcements. Attention 8th grade student speakers for 8th grade recognition night. Please meet in room C205 this Thursday during homeroom. 8th grade trio members, the final meeting for the school year will be next week on Tuesday, May 16th at 12:20 in the community room. Hey artists and fan fiction writers, remember that fan fiction is not just for fangirls, it's for everyone. Anyone grades 5 through 8th can submit their fan art and fan fiction to the contest. Have it in Mrs. Packard's cottage by this Thursday afternoon. That's it for the announcements today, Bobcats. Let's now head over to Julia and Jordan for two quick news stories on an unlikely author and how Facebook is trying to get more people interested in technology.
Former President Bill Clinton left the White House over 16 years ago. Along with playing the saxophone and shooting golf, he has been busy writing. A few years ago, his memoir titled My Life sold over 1 million copies. It looks like the president is ready to write his next book. This time he will have a little help. Clinton is teaming up with the world-famous author James Patterson to write a book called The President is Missing. Patterson normally writes adult action thrillers, but you may have seen the movie Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life, which he wrote. There is no plot yet for the book he is writing with Bill Clinton, but we do know it will be out June of next year and can already be pre-ordered. So Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. Who is your favorite author?
Facebook might not be as popular as Snapchat or Instagram for students. That doesn't mean the company doesn't care about our age group. Facebook has recently invited students from several schools around the country to spend a day in one of their locations in San Jose, California. The lucky students toured the building and were able to test several of the devices that Facebook set out, including an Oculus VR headset. During the day, they also spent an hour of learning how to code. Part of the goal for Facebook was to get more students interested in computer science fields. The day had a big impact on those who attended. Many of the students have decided that they would rather work with technology and coding rather than any other careers. So Bobcats, it's time to form your opinion. Are you planning on taking any computer classes in high school?
What's up, Bobcats? This is Cole here in the Sports Zone to give you an update on all things sports. Today is Wednesday, which means it's time to check out a specific play, athlete, or sport. For today, since the NBA playoffs are underway, we have a play for you from Indiana Pacers center, Miles Turner. This highlight-worthy play took place against the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1 of the playoffs in Game 3. He shot, missed, then got his own rebound and slammed it down over Cavs center Tristan Thompson. The Cavs went on to win the game with a final score of 119 to 114, as well as the series in only 4 games. That's our play of the week. Now let's move on to the BBTV Big 3. For today, since we shared with you a play from the NBA playoffs, we are going to share with you 3 things you need to know about the history of the playoffs. 1. The Boston Celtics have won the most NBA championships. 2. Reggie Miller holds the record for the most threes attempted in the playoffs with 820. 3. Naming a Finals MVP began in 1969 with Lakers legend Jerry West. That's all the time in the Sports Zone. Now over to weather with Gio.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Gio here to get you prepared for the next few days in the official BBTV 3-day forecast. Today it's going to be another rainy day with some thunderstorms, so bring your umbrellas and ponchos, and it's going to be a high of 69 and a low 55 with the 80% chance of rain. On Thursday, it's going to be warm but rainy again with a high of 73 and low 50 with a 60% chance of rain. On Friday, it's finally going to clear up and warm up with a high of 74 and a low 54 with no chance of raining. That's all for the weather today. Now let's head over to the world of Twitter to see what our teachers have been tweeting about.
How's it going, Bobcats? This is Jackson here for our daily feature. As always, let's begin by spinning our world famous BBT feature wheel to find out what our focus will be today. It looks like we landed on time travel, which means we'll take a trip down memory lane. Today's trip is at the Henley Dory Zoo. This Omaha landmark was first opened in 1894. However, it wasn't called the Henley Dory Zoo back then, but instead was named Riverview Park. For today's daily feature, we're going to check out some old photos of this favorite pastime.
Hi Bobcats, it's Sam again and welcome back to Music Corner. As you know, there are many different ways to listen to your favorite music. Off the top of my head, I could list over a dozen different streaming services that all do things a little different. I was curious what your favorite way to get music was, so I headed out to get your views. Many teachers and students listen to music on different apps. I decided to interview a few to get their opinion on it.
I use Pandora probably more than anything else. I like Spotify, but I'm really bad at choosing, so I just pick a Pandora station and it just sort of DJs for me. It's kind of nice. Mostly because it gives me something fresh every time I listen to my stations, and I can just kind of pick the genre and it just gives me the artist for me.
Probably AudioTube, because it lets you download music for free and you can access it without Wi-Fi. Because that one, you can access it without using the internet, and it lets you watch the music videos with it. So.
Spotify, it has more options, and I also like it because it has a variety of songs and it's free. I mean, in my opinion, it's just better, opinion-wise, because it's free and it's fast music, and yeah, I just like it more.
I like Pandora. Well, I just like it because you could still play it on the PS4 as you play a video game, so that's why I like it as much. I like it because it allows me to do multiple tasks. As I play it, I can just get off it and go to YouTube and play a few videos, or just go to play a video game listening to my favorite song.
I use Pandora Plus. I can use it on my Xbox One while playing video games. I can also have it go through my car because I have the Pandora app in my car. I've used other apps, Spotify, Google Video, or Google Music, I'm sorry. But the ability to like your song, it plays more songs along that same lines.
Probably Pandora or Spotify. Those are probably my ones I use the most. I like that I can, on both of those, you can punch in a song that you're interested in listening to, and it'll populate other songs that are similar to it. And so I like that ability to not have to really think about it, and it just kind of does it on its own. Mostly so I don't have to think. I think I kind of answered that one though, but yeah, mostly because it allows me to just pick a genre, and then it kind of fixes everything itself.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today, Bobcats. For more info on many of these stories you've heard and to see what we're working on for future episodes, be sure to follow our Twitter page at BuffettBabyTV. Signing off, this has been Morgan. Have a terrific day, Bobcats.